Hey my man, going to make this video for you so you could get a better understanding what I would like you to make for me. So there's going to be a total of 6 projects in total. I added 2 more and I'll get more in details with that later on to this video. So let's begin. So before I start this video describing each project in full detail and what I want you to make for me, I want you to look at this article that I just found on online. It's pretty much goes over the new limitation on how many API limits you could do per hour. It's now dropped to 200 per hour. So, this isn't really a big ordeal for us because we're gonna, have a dedicated proxy and dedicated username and password to log in per like, per comment, per follow, per DM, per whatever we're going to be doing. So let's begin. So project number 1 is pretty much a auto liker for Instagram. I want you to change the proxy and log on to that username and password of that Instagram account provided. So if the username is 1, I wanted to use proxy number 1, user number 2, proxy number 2, etc, 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 go down the list. So I wanted to like the assigned IDs or usernames, so allow me to either put the username or the ID of that person's account. And since there's a limitation per day and also per hour, so for Instagram there's 200 to 300 photo limitation on mobile. But I realize on API, there's only there's 200 requests, is that per hour. So, I want to, be able to set the amount. So if I say, hey, I wanted to like the first 50, first 50 people on the list, and I wanted to put a random delay from 1 to 30 seconds or 1 to 10 seconds, make it like a human. And once it reaches 50, I want to put a automatic sleeper of, 1 hour. All right. So it likes, 50 people's, pages, per account login. All right. So, and then it logs off and then it repeats. So there's 2 things that I want to go over. Project 1, 3, and 4 are the same. They're pretty much the same thing. There's limitations per hour, and you gotta log onto the dedicated proxy. So since it's gonna be, since I understand that there's 200 requests limitation per hour, I'll probably gonna have to purchase more accounts to be run separate to run these features for us on the side. So I want project number 5 to be made because purchasing Instagram accounts online, it's costly. To give you a sense, 1 account is roughly 7 cents. If I want to buy 1,000 accounts, it's going to cost $70. But then knowing that, 1,000 accounts isn't a lot of accounts when we are following, people are going to be paying for a subscription of followers of like say 10,000. So, $70 times 10, it's already $700. And then keep in mind that some of these accounts are going to get banned over time because, we're using a public proxies and people are using these proxies too. And then over time, they're going to get banned and we're going to have to replenish them. So, that's going to be that. So let's go for project number 2. So same things, follow step 1, dedicated proxy, dedicated ID, follow the assigned ID, log off, repeat the process. For project number 2, we don't really need to have any limitations, meaning that we're never gonna have 200 people at any given moment buying followers, you know what I mean, per hour. That's not possible, but likes, yeah. Next is project number 3, pretty similar to project number 1, log on dedicated proxy, log on to the account, comment with assigned ID with assigned message. So not only that, for Instagram there's a limitation per hour, but also there's a pattern rule. So Instagram will track how many times you say that comment per hour or per day. So allow me to change the message per ID, assigned to it. So say this is user number 15. User number 15 will use this comment. So I'm going to type the comment myself, and then it's going to go to user number 16, and I'm going to type the comment for myself, and etc down the list. And then once it reached a set amount, which is roughly about 25 an hour, I wanted to put a sleeper of 60 minutes, and then have it go over the next 15 and the next 15, so the next 15, and then put a sleeper. So next 15 sleeper, next 15 sleeper, next 15 sleeper, and then just log off and then repeat going to the next account. Alright, project number 4 is the same thing. Log on the dedicated proxy, then log on, then DM them, have a assigned message, and have some set delay between project 1, 2, and 3. They're all the same, self-explanatory. Project number 5 is very simple. I just want you to make me find a way to make me accounts, and have the username and password saved for the emails, both for Instagram and the Gmail. So I'm not sure if you could find a new way to make emails and accounts off Instagram. So if you could make a bot that will make number 5 happen, where it's also going to probably need a dedicated proxy, because Google or any email provider will probably check how many emails you logged on to or made on that IP address, and then use that same proxy to make the account, and then have all those accounts login information, blah blah blah, on the side for me to log on to, so I could do all this stuff. And then project number 6, very simple, is auto uploader. I want this is not going to be something we're going to sell. Mainly I just want to pretty much have this feature where I have the accounts that I made, and I could upload a bunch of random photos on it, so it looks like it's a human, you know what I mean? Because if it's gonna be a bot and there's no photos on it, and there's no caption, there's no tag photos, yada yada yada, it's gonna look like it's a bot account, and I don't want those accounts to get banned. And it's gonna be a headache adding and finding out which one got banned, and it's gonna get really annoying. So I want to be able to have it log onto a dedicated proxy, logging onto the account, uploading all the photos in a file folder. So have a folder inside the script where it uploads all the photos in that folder, like say 5 to 10, and then tag and caption all of those photos dedicatedly. So if photo number 1, I want to tag it this username, or tag whatever, and then same thing, I want it to caption whatever I want to put it, and then it goes to the second photo, and then second photo I want to tag it whatever and caption and repeat. And then for this, well, we don't have to have any limitation on how many times we could do 200 per hour, because this one I'm probably only going to open maybe 100 per day. So there's no need for me to have it have like hundreds of these accounts. So this is my vision. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm gonna make a second video after this to glue everything together.